me? Well, you must do, because you're sitting in my living room again. Did I invite you back? Yes, I did. Hello. Right, I'm about to embark on another painting. I'm at that nervous stage where I don't know how it's going to develop, and I always get nervous before I start a new painting because you just don't know how it's going to turn out. So as per usual, I've done my sketch on the canvas. I've done my rough sketch. Again, I'm working from a photograph, which I shall move back and allow you to have a look at. And this is the photograph I'm going to be using for this painting. So it has its own challenges. There's lots. There's quite. I like the layout. I like the composure of the photograph. You got the tree, you got the river, you got the rowers in the middle, you got trees here, you got the little fence here, and the bird table here. So it's all going to offer its own little challenges. So let's see what happens. Right, well here's sort of progress report so far. I've done some of the cloud here. I've put a wee bit of texture in it just to make it a bit more interesting looking. So I've sort of done the main part of the background, the trees and the grass and so on. And now I've come to what I would call the tricky bit, which is the river, because on the river of course we've got the rowing boat. And we've got a tree here, picket fence here, bird table here. So it's going to require a bit more planning and thinking in order to pull the whole thing together and make it look good. So so that's the progress report so far. Okay, it's reached that point in the painting now where I'm going to have a little break. It's now, I'll be now at a couple of hours I suppose. So I think I'm going to have a cup of coffee, sit down, have a look at it, see what needs to be, changed. I'm quite pleased with the progress so far. I suppose I'm putting off the awkward bit until later, which is people. I hate painting people because they always look very strange and deformed. But there you go. So it's not looking too bad. It's still very basic, sort of this part of it here is still very, very basic. So I'm going to build on that and hopefully it will look much better later. Okay, so I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Do you want a cup of coffee? No, I promise I won't say no like I did on the last video. I mean, that was just rude. I've invited you into my house, you're sitting there, you want a drink, you're perfectly entitled. No, honestly, I won't say no. Do you want a coffee? Bugger off. Okay, time for a progress report. It's getting there. I've started to add a bit of reflection and a bit of contrast to the river. I've put a bit of contrasting colour down here on the foliage. I've done a wee bit of work on this sort of bird table thing on the fence. Done a bit more work sort of in the shadows and in the background here, but I'm about to face worst challenge of this painting, which is people. Yes, people in the boat. Maybe I should just leave it like the Mary Celeste and just leave it empty and drifting down the river, but I daren't do that. No, I'm going to try my very best and put people on there, or at least shapes that resemble people, hopefully. So that's I've been trying to put it off. I've put it off for as long as I can. I was waiting sort of for the background paint here to dry, which it seems to have done. So I'm going to attempt to put these figures on. We'll keep going at it. So the next time that you see this, there will be people here. How exciting is that? Well, I got the people in on the boat. I just wouldn't go up too close to them because they look like aliens or something. But that's fine, you know. You look at it sort of from this distance. I think I've got away with it. So that's good. Just dropped a brush. So it's starting to come together now. I think what I'll do is, I think I need a bit more work down here on the fence and on the bird table. And then I think I'll leave it again and come back to it tomorrow. Right, that's it. I'm not going to do any more. I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to sit with it again like I did, like I normally do with a painting anyway. I tend to sit with it for a little while, so in this case it'll be overnight, and I'm fairly happy with it. It needs a little bit more work doing to it. It's still a wee bit too flat for my liking. So I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to come back to it and finish it tomorrow. Alright, see you then. Here we are, another day, and I've decided on the changes I need to make to the painting. Basically it just lacks colour. It lacks that warmth. It's very cold looking. I realised when I was looking at it last night, it's too cold. It's full of just cold colours. It's predominantly green and it's got blues and stuff. So I'm going to add splashes of colour. That's what it desperately needs. So I thought of sort of putting lavender down here, maybe even a carrot patch or something down here. Maybe changing the colour in one of the shirts on the people to maybe red or something. Putting some grasses maybe on the riverbank. So just really to really lift the colour and make it warmer. So that's my task for today. One little thing I've spotted, and I'm just going to I'm just going to tone it down a bit. I think there's a bit too much green in the reflection here, which is it's a wee bit of a distraction. I don't like distractions, because it means if you're being distracted by something, it means that something else isn't working. So I'm just going to put that in, pop that in there. I think another bit. I've just been listening to the radio as well, and they've announced what this year's funniest joke was at the Edinburgh Festival this year, and it was a Tim Vine joke. He says, "I've just returned from a once-in-a-lifetime holiday. Never again." never again. Please yourself. Right, one more little blast, and I think that's it. Right, I think I'm pleased with that. I don't think I'd take that any further. Right, that's it. Job done. See you again. I forgot to mention, I've now got a website which although it's up and running, it's not complete, but it'll give you an idea of other paintings and stuff that I've worked on over the years. So I shall put something down here somewhere, but it's www.stevebuchananart.co.uk. Okay? Thanks a lot. See you again. Bye.